How many of them recommend you unfollow me and block me instantly? Now, guys, I would even stop what you're doing. And if you got a problem with me right now, turn off this episode and you're done. You'll never listen to another episode again. Or if you're following me on social media, I would stop what you're doing right now, pause this now, and go on to social media and unfollow me and fucking block me. Okay? Put yourself at ease if I'm that much of a fucking pain in the ass to you. So there you go. I'm not looking for extra followers and using poor dead babies and poor mothers that have lost a daughter or a son. That is a horrific thing to say, and how dare the woman that has said that to me. How dare you have the balls to actually go there with that one. That is horrendous. Peter. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the show. Well, okay, today we're going to talk about what happened over the last few days when my social media went absolutely goddamn nuclear. In fact, one woman even said, I'm using dead babies' names to gain an advantage on social media for views, followers, and likes. Yeah, that's right. But before anybody jumps to a conclusion here that Peter's an asshole, which basically you wouldn't believe the abuse I got the last few days, before anybody jumps into the deep end here and starts accusing me of this or that, whatever, I'm going to have my say here now. Properly. So, a few days ago, I hear about this group on Facebook called Are We Dating the Same Man? Now, apparently there's also one for guys. Now, I haven't looked these groups up at all. Haven't done my research. Just a follower of mine mentioned these groups. And quite honestly, guys, I'm not here to wipe your mouth when you feed. I'm not here to do all your research for you, like a lot of people think I'm meant to be doing for them. I'm not here to clean up after you. If I mention something that I have no involvement in, it's a heads up. And maybe if you are in one of these groups that I've just spoken about, maybe you should do some research. So let's get into it. So the group called Are We Dating the Same Man? Now apparently, women will go online. They will, they'll go into these groups and they will ask other women, do they know of a certain guy? So what the women will do is they'll post a photo or a video up in the group. And then obviously women can answer back. But I presume right now, I'm not part of any of these groups, but this is what one woman has told me. So girls will ask, hey guys, does anybody know this guy? Is he a nice guy? Is he a player? Is he this? Is he that? Is he whatever? Da, 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 da. Okay? Whatever they're asking. So I went, there's groups like this? So I've heard all the stories before. I've heard that, people will post half nude or nude photos of some people. I honestly think 99% of people in the world never do that type of thing. All right? I really do believe that. But you always have let's say maybe 1 or 2% that do this type of thing. And they will post half nude or nude photos or videos of someone else without their permission. So when I heard this from one of the girls, I do have quite a few female followers that follow me on, let's say, Facebook, right? And because it was Facebook, I put it up into the Facebook channel. So my mission here was to actually say, look, girls and guys, I heard about this group called Are We Dating the Same Man? And, what did I say? By the way, I actually deleted the videos because there was so much unimaginable abuse. It was incredible. So I said, look, guys, I've heard about this Facebook group. I gotta say, I think you're playing with fire here when you're going into these groups. Because look, surely this is obvious, right? And I didn't even mention this in the video because I thought it was obvious. Surely if you're talking to a bunch of strangers, you could possibly know that there'd be some people in one of those groups that would have a hidden agenda. They could lie to you. They could bullshit you. They're jealous. They could be a crazy ex-boyfriend, a crazy ex-girlfriend that doesn't want you to have that next person. So they could flat out lie to you. Or some people have no interest or no idea who the person or girl is, right? And they'll just flat out lie to you anyway, just for absolute fun. This happens all the time. And everybody knows this. So I was saying, look, guys, I'm not sure of these groups. You're playing with fire here. And I mentioned this thing called Coco's Law. Now, I am certainly no expert on Coco's Law. I've heard of the law. And I put into the group, the video. I said, look, guys, you're playing with fire. I said, look, there is a law now in Ireland. Because I don't know how out of hand these groups get. Okay? I genuinely don't. Because I'm not in one of them. But, you hear the horror stories, okay? So I said, look, guys, Coco's Law, if you put up a photo or a video of someone in the forum, you could get up to 7 years of jail time. Now, I'm not exaggerating. I'm not being dramatic. It's the law. Now, I don't know what classifies you to get the sentence. I don't know that. But I do know there is the law out there. So the thing is, and I said, and there's an unlimited fine as well. That's what they say. So I put that up. People were losing their minds. Absolutely losing their minds. Right? One woman even said, well, actually, people can do whatever they want. It's a public forum. And I went, no. If I put a photo on Facebook, you can take my Facebook photo and video and do whatever you want with it. Because I've decided to put it up on Facebook. But if you start posting photos or videos of someone on, let's say, WhatsApp or text message, and then you decide to bring it to the next step, a public forum, without their permission, that's what gets you in trouble. Now, where am I with this? So, yes, guys. Does it mean everybody's posting up nude videos and photos of other people? Absolutely not. But I'm just mentioning that, look, guys, there is that law out there. I don't know all the ins and outs of this law. I never even said in the video I was an expert. I never tried to come across as an expert on Coco's Law. I just mentioned it because I do know some of the horror stories I've heard before of people sharing nude videos and photos about someone else. And you hear horror stories about social media anyway. Every single person in the world has heard the horror stories of social media. Now, I did make one mistake. Who gives a shit if I made this mistake, right? And I'll tell you why. I never mentioned the word nude in my first video. Now, people were throwing unimaginable fucking abuse at me. Why? Why are you throwing abuse at me? Oh, you're misinforming us. You're not giving us the correct information. I said in my video, guys, you should check it up online. Now, why did I say that? Because number one, I ain't in any of these type of groups where I'm sharing content about someone else. I'm not doing that. So, well, I have no contribution to offer here. But I was just trying to give a heads up and go, hey guys, listen, if you are in one of these groups, maybe you should fucking be careful, and again, throw in the horror stories. But why is everybody losing their fucking minds? Surely somebody could have just said, well, hang on, what did Peter mean by that? Doesn't he mean nude videos or photos? And again, guys, I'm saying, my bad here. I should have put in nude. But you know what? Oh, big fucking deal if I didn't say it. And I did also say as well, and I'm standing up for myself here. Who gives a shit if I mention nude or not? Because at the end of the video, I said, guys, you should check it out online. You go do the research. You do the homework on this. Because if you're in one of these groups, which I'm not, maybe you should be careful. You know what I mean? So, people losing their minds. One guy actually said, he's going to report me to the police. In fact, he's just done so. He was giving me an update on the comments. One woman said, I'm using dead babies' names to gain social media followers. Well, okay, I'll tell you the solution to that one anyway. If you think I'm like that, everybody that's listening to me here and you really honestly believe that I would do that, you should unfollow me, block me, never watch another single video, listen to another goddamn podcast episode I ever put out again for the rest of your life. I'm saying that right here, right now. How many content creators say that? How many content creators actually recommend, if you have a problem with me, how many of them recommend you unfollow me and block me instantly? Now, guys, I would even stop what you're doing, and if you got a problem with me right now, turn off this episode, and you're done. You'll never listen to another episode again. Or, if you're following me on social media, I would stop what you're doing right now, pause this now, and go on to social media and unfollow me and fucking block me. Okay? Put yourself at ease if I'm that much of a fucking pain in the ass to you. So there you go. I'm not looking for extra followers and using poor dead babies and poor mothers that have lost a daughter or a son. That is a horrific thing to say, and how dare the woman that has said that to me. How dare you have the balls to actually go there with that one. That is horrendous. The worst thing a poor mother or a poor father could ever do is lose a child in this life. I don't even have kids, and even I understand that one. And you're trying to put me into that disgusting bracket of people just do anything for social media? Well, unfollow me now. How dare her? How fucking dare that woman? All right, guys, I'm going to try and calm down a little bit. So, now, even with my little, I forgot my mistake here, I left out the word nude, even though would you fucking call that a mistake? Like, it's no big deal. Anyway, even when I left out that word nude, I also did another couple of follow-up videos, and I did mention the word nude. I did mention the word nude, just not in the first one. Now, people were saying I'm rude, I'm arrogant, how dare you, you're really showing your true character as well. Simply, and I asked one woman on social media, actually on Facebook today, I went, well, hey, listen, can you give me any exact reasons why I was arrogant, or can you give me specifics of what I said? Because I'd like to get to the bottom of this. Like, I'm actually facing it head on here, right? I'm not shying away, I'm not in denial, pretending that I'm some a nice guy, but actually I'm a rude prick. I'm actually coming to the table and seeing what you have to offer here and seeing what I've put up on the fucking table, and is it bad, is it good? Now this woman said, oh, well, I can't give you many specifics. Well, that's a fucking great start. So I was that bad and you got that fucking upset that you can't remember what I said. And then she comes back. Her only defense was, I said, can you give me specifics? She takes screenshots of the video, and she obviously has done that already before yesterday, because I deleted those videos yesterday. And she was saying, oh, look, there you go. You didn't mention nude. Something like this, right? And I said, yeah, well, did you see the video that I put up last night correcting my mistake? And again, guys, I'm going to still say if it was a mistake. And if it was, fine. Fair enough. Okay? And I even mentioned the word, guys, you know, I understand that people took me the wrong way on this one. If I didn't mention the word nude, I get it. I do. I actually get it. But I don't understand why people are getting so fucking worked up, losing their minds over this. And apparently, the poor lady that lost her daughter, apparently, and guys, I honestly don't know if I can believe this. Apparently, that poor lady came online onto my profile and was commenting, trying to correct me. Now, there's been so many comments, so much crap thrown at me, I don't even know who this lady's name is. I have no idea if it is true or not that she actually came onto my Facebook, because, guys, I only have 1,900 followers on Facebook. I'm small time. So I would find it hard to believe, unless somebody that actually is a follower of mine saw and she tagged, well then understandably, but I just think I'm so small time that I just don't, I would find it hard to believe that she came online. And only for the reason because, well, I'm small. Right? Now, my first initial video has nothing to do with this poor lady. Now, apparently the Coco Law was renamed after her daughter. Okay, now, I don't even know, because there's been so much thrown at me the last few days. I'm trying to put out so many goddamn fires here. I can't even keep up. I'm fucking drowning here in a sea of abuse here. I'm okay, but you know what I mean. I'm finding it really hard to keep up. I don't even know my ass from my elbow right now. It's unbelievable how much has been thrown. I was talking about a Facebook group called Are We Dating the Same Man? People posting, intimate and nude content of someone else on these videos. And you know something? Here's where I'm going to put out here. People are throwing up shit at me right here, right now. You know why? Because most of the people that are giving me abuse have actually done it themselves. They've posted up graphic content of someone else that they shouldn't have done. Now, maybe they sent it to WhatsApp or something, but they got a bit of a, oh, Jesus, jail time. And they got a bit of a fright or whatever the fuck, because it's always the people that throw abuse at you are the people that probably, well, not all the time, of course, but there's a good chance that they're the ones doing it themselves, and you're just the big distraction. I'm the scapegoat here. Let's get Peter on fire here, distract everybody over here with Peter, and therefore I get out the fucking back door nice and clean and quietly. That's what I think what's going on here, because none of this makes sense. None of this makes sense. And that poor lady who lost a daughter, God love her. It is horrific what happened to her and her daughter. I can't even imagine what that feeling is like. And it had nothing to do, my video, with that poor lady. All I did was mention a law that I think was named after her daughter. But it had nothing to do with her daughter in that video. And then people are putting 7 and 59,000 together and getting 1. Jumping to insanity conclusions. I mean, I gotta say, guys, I signed up for social media and all that. I knew that there'd be quite a bit of abuse. And, I was taking the abuse the other day, but then when I see dead babies' names, that pissed me off. That got me. She slam dunked me on that one. And I was definitely going to defend myself on this one. And, even when people were saying I was rude and arrogant, one woman, get this one. This is a fucking piece of work right here for you. One of the ladies that threw abuse, she actually said in one of the comments, she said, you're misrepresenting, you're this, you're that, da, da, da. And then I said, okay, can you please explain? She goes, well, it's not a crime, and it's not illegal if there's no charge. So that's kind of like saying, hey, when I go stealing things, it's not a crime if I don't get caught. If I get away with it, it's not a crime. And I basically said, yeah, tell that to the judge, honey. That's what I said. The fucking balls on that woman alone to even say that. Unbelievable. This is what I've been putting up with over the last couple of days. People like this. Guys, I'm going to close this one off today here. And, first of all, I want to say to that poor lady who did lose her daughter, I hope she's coping in life, first of all. I don't think she'll ever get over the pain of losing a daughter. Like I said, I can't even imagine what it's like. And this isn't me trying to show sympathy so everybody thinks I'm a nice guy, guys. No, absolutely not. I feel sad and upset for this lady that's been thrown into this. And you know something? If she has been on my Facebook, if that it was true, because remember I was saying that I don't think this happened because I'm small time, but if that lady was on my Facebook, I think that is another horrendous, selfish thing to do for someone to drag her into this, because you're just reminding her of her poor daughter that passed away. And if the lady probably watches the video, she'll probably go, this has nothing to do with anything about my daughter. Yeah, maybe it's the Cocoa Law and it's because of my daughter. Yeah, that's the only connection that has anything to do with what I was speaking about. It was a law. It's the name of a law. I feel horrible if that woman was on my Facebook page and she had to just see this crap that unfolded. Probably brought all her feelings back up again. And I don't know her name, and I don't follow many people on Facebook, so I know that I'm not following her. So, you know, I'm not just bringing it up out of nowhere. I'm not even talking about her poor daughter and herself. I feel sad for her. And, you know, shame on you guys for throwing the crap at me the last few days. Shame on you. You're the ones poking here. You're the ones getting upset. I even put up a video last night correcting myself. And I was like, guys, my bad. I should have explained it. Maybe if I didn't explain it properly, okay. And I even said, I understand if you did take me up the wrong way, but why are you getting so fucking upset? Why are you getting so fucking upset? Have you done something? Have you posted nude photos or videos of someone else? And you're shitting your pants right now? Because it sounds it to me. Because I'll tell you this, and I'll close with this. I've never been on a Facebook group called Are We Dating the Same Woman? Or, you know, the groups that I'm on about, okay? Never been, never have, never ever will. I have zero interest in being in a group like that. Zero interest. I've never, once in my life, shared nude, intimate content of someone else on a public forum. Ever. None of my ex-girlfriends, no girls that I was ever dating or seeing, never have, never will. And you know something? I wouldn't have got upset if I saw a video that, let's say, another different Peter Walsh put up about this whole Coco Law thing and content. I wouldn't have got upset because I don't do it. I have no interest. And it would be horribly unfair to someone else, to another woman. Horribly unfair. So, the question still stands to anybody that is listening and got upset with me. Why are you getting upset? Thanks for listening, guys.
Peter.
Walsh.